everyone! Another day, another episode for my daily self-reflection. So for past several days, I couldn't really make it to the daily self-reflection. I wasn't feeling very well, and I had been quite busy. But anyway, today was an okay day. I went to lab, did some maintenance work, did some measurements, and had a fun lunch with my new colleague. So it was an easy day. I wasn't very productive, but I am happier than last week. So, yeah. This weekend, I had some long chats with my parents, which really made me just forget everything from last week, and also had some long chats with some new friends and some Kazakh people from Xinjiang in Europe, and that was very interesting. Um, so another very interesting thing I did from last week or past several days is I finished reading this book called The Midnight Library. It's a very interesting book. So basically, this lady called Nora, who suffered from some severe depression, I think. Unfortunately, she decided to commit suicide. But before the actual end, she kind of trapped in between this midnight library. It's a very massive, large library with lots of books. That's all in green. And there was a librarian, and she explained everything. That was every book present a possibility of Nora's life, and no, Nora is in between life and death, but she's given an opportunity to explore all those possibilities of her life. So with help from this librarian, Nora started to explore all her regrets. So once she was in a band with her brother, but she kind of dropped out of it. Now she got a chance to explore that life, and she found out she was a superstar, and it was very cool. However, the downside from that life is even if they were very successful, her brother passed away early because of overdose. So she was super disappointed, and she get back to the midnight library. Then she was exploring another chance, such as being a scientist or married her ex-boyfriend, or being an Olympic athlete, superstar swimmer, all those kind of lives, and slowly worked off all the regrets. Once she figured out lots of her regrets is because she disappointed someone in her life, and it's all kinds of and also they were just forcing their dreams on her, not her actual dreams. Once she understood them, it was not very difficult to let go of all those regrets. Then I think she felt empty at that point. So with help from this librarian, she started to explore her own dreams, do a master degree in Cambridge in philosophy. So she went to that life and find she actually had a very beautiful life. She has a loving husband, a beautiful child, and she started really care for them. But it was a beautiful life, and it is from your dream, but you didn't really make it. So it feels like you were stealing the life from the Nora in that universe. So she decided to come back to the midnight library, and she really discovered she wants to live. She does not want to die at all. So again, the librarian helped her to go back to her actual life, and she got some medical help and got saved, and she started to say the word in a very fresh and very hopeful way. So I think this is a very beautiful story. First of all, the setting of have the one giant massive library with all kinds of possibilities of your life, that is a beautiful idea. And exploring all those possibilities is a way to resolve your regrets. Is another very beautiful idea. So it's fiction, but I find it's pretty nice and very cute idea. Another thing is the way the author exploring Nora's mental health issue, Nora's depression, is also a very it's a very good it's a very good method for people who's in similar situation to explore their own mental health issue. Like for Nora, she was very depressed because she has all those regrets that she didn't fulfill people's dream. So once she figured that out, she didn't want to die. She really wanted to live, to explore her own dreams. So I think this process is like Nora is having this moment, reflecting on her life. So exactly where your depressions come from. It comes from lots of regrets, and exactly what is the nature of those regrets? It's people's dream, people's ambitions that have been forced on you. So I think the whole process of reflection, that reflection is very beautiful, because I feel like that was exactly how I got better from my depression. I had to sit down, talk to myself, and have deep reflection. Exactly why I'm depressed, why I'm sad, and exactly what is the reason behind this certain thing or certain people who made me sad. Once you understand that, it's just easy to let it go. Like French people has a saying, I think. I don't know exactly how to say that French, but the idea is to understand all is to forgive all. So, yeah. I think that's exactly the idea. There are lots of other wisdoms, like to live is to learn is to live, and you don't need to understand life. You just need to live life. And also, like, people has good parts and bad parts. You can let the bad part of people to just put you off. That's like just exactly very good advice for myself, according to my daily self-reflection from last week, I think. So I think Matt Haig, the author, has done a brilliant job. I feel like he could be able to write such beautiful fiction because he once was there. Based on his Instagram, I think he also suffered from depression when he was younger, and now I think this fiction is the fruit from that depression. Like now he's on the other side of despair, and therefore he start to live. He start to show the lights for other people who are now in that situation that he once was. So I think the Midnight Library is a beautiful fruit for his suffering. I know it's a bit weird to say that, but I really agree with Alan de Botton, what he mentioned in How Prose Can Change Your Life. Like, you need to suffer successfully. Behind every suffering, there lies an opportunity to understand the life in a higher level. I think the Midnight Library is Matt Haig's testimony for depression, for his understanding from depression, from the light from other side of despair. So he's a very good example. He's an inspiring example from, warrior from depression, I think. I don't know. I hope I didn't overstep saying something wrong. But anyway, I would really recommend the Midnight Library to anyone who suffers from a mental health issue or just interested in fiction. Okay, good night.